Tonight on Survivor with Jay, Jack, and Colleen, we're going to discuss and recap episode 6 of season 41, Ready to Play Like a Lion. So sit back and relax and enjoy the show. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Survivor with Jay, Jack, and Colleen. My name is Jay.
My name is Colleen.
And I'm, hey, did you get that advantage?
And welcome to the show. Holy
before I go forward, can I just say thank you to Colleen publicly for the large ice cubes?
You are welcome.
They do make you last longer.
It came in Amazon yesterday, and we had 3 packages. And Cindy goes, "What did you order?" I go, "I didn't order anything." It's like, so I order 1 package every 6 months, and I have to be questioned on what I ordered. But it was a surprise. Thank you, Colleen.
You are welcome. I'm glad that you enjoyed them.
I love the big ice cube.
I also ordered Alex's second Halloween costume. I have to return the first one, which I ordered before October, thinking that I was ahead of the game, and then he changed his mind. And it is way too small, but I can't find it in the right size, so we're gonna have to make it work. He's gonna be Stay Puffed with a wedgie.
Wow.
No, I think because you had it tied up on the top. I think if we make it a little bit looser, it'll fit a little bit better. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about.
Do I sound better?
No, but episode 6 of Survivor, and
do I sound bad out there, chat people?
It was a merge. And
is it 6 or is it 5?
Episode 6.
Okay. Are you sure? Because Sherry's post said 5, but I also thought 6. It's 6. Jay's going to kill me.
Do we need Jeff to explain it?
No.
What they don't know is
it was actually
5 or 6. They're soon to find out.
Sherry's post went back in time for
the biggest twist.
Well, that's like Jeff's setup for the whole twist, right? The Exile Island twist for this season in the merge. As he was saying, like, you have the power to go back in time and change the history of the game of Survivor. So I was like, so Kelly won instead of Richard Hatch? Like, what the level are you doing here, folks?
Aubrey wins, not Michelle. And they all have to give the money back.
Right? Like, I was just like, what are you doing? And let's just talk about it. Can we just lead with this?
Oh my God, it's so dumb.
It's the dumbest thing.
I try to be a Pollyanna with all these things and be like, oh no, it's the game. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt. But like, I don't know. I would be real mad if somebody came into the challenge and was like, by the way,
that challenge in which you like literally gave up your body to win.
Yeah,
like,
basically.
Ricard was like, my knuckles are bleeding trying to do this puzzle.
And Jeff said,
truly, like, people climbed over him.
And Jeff even said to the losing team, no team in Survivor history has worked this hard together. Ever!
And of course, whoever they send off is gonna want to reverse history.
Can I just say something?
It's gonna say their game.
Up until that point, I said, "Oh my God, I like what they're doing. I like the fact that the team that won doesn't have to do the challenge the next time. They're safe from the vote. All that's different stuff."
I loved all that.
They earned it, and then you take it to where, all right, we're gonna dictate. We're gonna change where one player can change the game that didn't do anything.
I agree.
That didn't do anything.
I agree. You completely wipe clean the beginning, like the whole thing. Every cool thing you added to changing up the merge, you said, nah. Let this person flip it. The person who didn't get it.
It's like they think they have to do more and more and more. You had something that was really cool.
Yeah.
And if she decides to smash it, which she should.
Absolutely. If I'm her, I'm smashing it.
I'm smashed because she doesn't have to do the challenge, right?
She'll make it a whole extra week.
Yeah. But she's in the merge. She's not a threat. So does she make it, further in the game? It just, to me, it was the stupid. I go, God, they just don't get it.
Yeah.
Stop. Just stop.
Yeah.
I can just see me at production throwing something at somebody.
Okay. No, I don't want to say stop because I did like the twist.
No, but I was at.
You didn't like the merge feast split and that kind of stuff. I thought that was interesting.
I don't know. I think they're trying to go more for the dramatic, the drama, the dramatics, the soap opera-iness because they have the week shorter or whatever it is, 10 days shorter than usual, that they're just trying to really amp it up and go for the human conflicts. But I don't know. I feel like that's less like strategy, survival. I don't know. I mean, I was willing to give it the benefit of the doubt because the idol saying things was kind of fun, but
that part was terrible.
Listen, you were an apologist for that stupid idol thing, and now
I try to give things the benefit of the doubt, and I apologize out there to anybody if my mic sounds awful. I perpetually have problems with audio things.
Well, I like to potentially help the tribes that but again, I was all in. I said, well, it took me a while to figure out what Jeff was saying because he made it too complicated in his explanation.
Yes.
But I was like going, okay, what is going on? All right, I'll wait till the end to figure this out. I go, oh, I like this. But sitting the two people, like I said, so why does the person that did nothing, did nothing?
Yep.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
She was sent there because she hasn't been a good player.
Completely non-existent.
She's made no bonds with anybody. They didn't even hesitate. There was no time for rock, paper, scissors. They didn't hesitate sending her to exile, and now we're giving her huge power in the game.
Absolutely. And clearly, it basically negates the whole episode because you followed a storyline this whole time, and there were some great things in this episode. There was Shan and Liana and their bond, and then Tiffany, and then you had this amazing result of having one of the most diverse casts the series has ever had, and you're gonna have a person of color alliance. Like, there was so much in this episode that you basically then said, JK, this person just flipped the whole thing.
Yeah.
And again, it would be a fool not to flip it, right? There's no way this isn't flipped next week.
I would have crushed it right in front of Jeff's face.
Yeah.
Because I have nothing to lose. She said she knows she's on the bottom.
Yes.
She has literally nothing to lose by smashing. She has everything to gain and nothing to lose by smashing that. You want to give her an idol where she can't be voted off the next time? I'm okay with that because that's happened before, and it's okay. She got sent away for 2,
Yeah.
But to give her that much, I went right when I saw that. I go, "Are you kidding me?" I go, "Come on."
Yeah.
I know they're losing. I know they're losing fans, and it's because I don't know. It just
are they losing? Yeah, I mean, they're keeping the ratings.
I know people that I have family members who have watched this show from day one.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
we sat around a fire pit with one of them.
We did, but I mean, I don't think you count that one to be.
No, but there's other family members that I know are not watching it.
So okay, I guess I could have swallowed the whole,
And I got big ice cubes.
I know. You are in it to win it for the long haul. I mean, yeah, you're here to talk about it. I could have. I mean, I didn't love the one, half of the players don't get them, can sit out of the individual immunity challenge thing, but I could accept that. It's probably going to be a thing moving forward, but I don't know. It's an individual game now. So why are we giving 6 people automatic immunity in an individual game?
Well, I like it because it was a different twist. And I did like it because sometimes you go over there and you're playing well and you're playing strong, and boom, you get screwed because the merge and someone on the bottom flips, and you get voted off even though you played a great game up to that point. You won a difficult challenge.
Oh, brutal.
It was a brutal
It was
challenge.
a huge
Oh,
boulder. They had to dig out of the thing and do
I was worried the ball was going to fall back and kill somebody.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Okay, so at one point Jeff was like, push forward. And I was like, yeah, because if you don't, you're going to die.
You're going to die, yes. So
how heavy is that thing? Like, what do they make it out of? It's not paper mache, right? Like, what do they make it out of?
100% not paper mache. I don't know what it was made out. It wasn't plastic looking either.
It's got some weight to it because well, they could stand on it. So
Yes.
it wasn't paper mache. So I was worried someone was going to die. But it's just like I said, I was like, and I kept saying, okay, what's her advantage or what's her power going to be? Because they waited till literally the end of the episode.
Yeah, last 10 minutes.
Jeff comes there and go, look what I got. And I'm like going, is this just to give Jeff more airtime?
It was so funny. She was like, Jeff never comes out here. And I was like, don't worry, honey. He's not staying for longer than however long it takes to get this shot. And he's going back to his hotel.
Yeah. I mean, I go.
He's not sleeping overnight with you.
I mean, they're really killing this show for me.
I don't know if they're killing.
Oh, I don't think it's killing the show.
It's killing it for me. Stop messing with it.
Okay. All right. I won't yuck your yum or yum your yuck or whatever. Anyway, so it's a thing that they teach in schools now. Like, don't
yuck my yum. Don't
yuck my don't
somebody's passions or interests.
Yeah, exactly. Or more specifically, if a kid likes a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and the whole class doesn't like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and they're making fun of that child, you're taught not to like yuck somebody's yum. Anyway, because everybody likes what they like. And
they just go on the internet and do it anyway.
Well, yeah, not
it is really applicable to the internet. Yeah, don't yuck everybody's yum.
Don't yuck my yum, man.
Don't yuck my yum. It makes me happy. Why do you care?
Yeah.
Exactly. To me this morning, I'm
not telling people not to watch it. I'm still watching.
That's what you're saying, Jack. That's what.
But I'm saying I'm getting that they're getting again. Literally, if I was sitting at production and had like a can of soda or whatever I had in my hand, and they got to that part, I said, "All right, we need to stop. Okay. Stop it, pro. We're stopping."
This is my question to you, Jack, because we're both baseball fans. We watch baseball, and Colleen watches baseball too. So I shouldn't exclude you. I apologize.
That was very sexist of you.
I'm not offended. Can anybody else out there hear me echoing? Because I can hear myself echoing.
No,
I can't.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Sorry.
But the reason I bring this up is, a lot of sports teams during the 2020 COVID pandemic seasons, baseball, basketball, whatever, made some kind of like, they took like, this is a kind of a one-off season. We're going to try some really experimental stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you were not wearing headphones? No wonder you have an echo, you weirdo. Anyway, so like in baseball, they added the, an extra innings. You have a runner on second base and they can run home and some other crazy stuff. And it got everybody in a tizzy. And some of these things I actually like. So was it for the survivors who are saying, hey, this is our COVID season. It's a shorter season. I think we have a little bit more carte blanche to just try some stuff because we made this in a pandemic before the vaccines. So let's just throw everything out there and see what can happen. And then everyone, if everybody hates it, we can be like, it was the COVID season. We were trying stuff out.
I get that, but you have some really interesting, good players. And the problem is, like you said, I was all in on this. I go, all right, you finally have done something.
Ooh, Colleen.
You finally done something I like.
Mm-hmm.
That it's making it more competitive, and you have to think about it, and you have to, there's some strategy involved. And then you just took it and again, the player that did nothing has all the control. How is that? That should not be the case in anything.
Colleen.
That should not be the case in any sport, any game, nothing. It'd be like playing Monopoly and you let someone at the last second go, oh, I win.
Yeah.
Well, wait, I played this for 4 hours, keeping Jay from cheating. And,
I know.
And this person comes in and just says, okay, I'm playing now. I win. There's nobody that likes that. Like I said, give her immunity, give her a chance to take someone's idol away. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
In fact, to be honest with you, I wouldn't even have sent her to Exile Island. I would have had the two team Nazir and forgetting her name.
or maybe just give her an advantage in the this immunity challenge.
Yeah, give her one
like that.
Yeah, but to give her all this power, and it is
giving her immunity plus flipping the completely reversing this honestly, as we were watching, I was like, I think this is one of the hardest challenges I've ever seen.
It was so it looked physically demanding.
Well, you look at Xander was beaten up.
Yeah, all of them,
and they still didn't care.
They had all these cuts and marks and everything, and I was like, I would be furious if you let one person flip it.
Yep.
Yeah, I would too. And honestly, again, kudos to Danny and Deshaun and all those people that just kind of scaled up that wall like it was nothing. But
I mean, they all wanted to win, and they all tried to the very end. And I gotta give you Colleen credit that you were like merge feast clearly, and Xander kind of saw it as well, probably a little too late, but yeah,
didn't they show it?
They didn't have. Yeah, they showed it to us, but they didn't have enough time to. The yellow team was so far behind, and the blue team knew what they were doing. So I was like going, "Oh my god!" But I said, "Well, they earned it. They earned it." Yeah,
they had to play under the pressure. They had to do it, and there is a bit of they drew rocks, which is random, and they got some of the best players to play.
I think I'd rather I'd rather instead of rock thing, I would rather do a pick 'em, where you're picking
like a schoolyard pick 'em.
Schoolyard pick. I think that's because that way
it's a draft. So
it's a draft. So it's going to be okay. Well, you took that big physical person, because I can see what I have in front of me.
Yeah,
it's going to be
Nasir. Is Brandon the NFL player? I'm blanking on his name now. Anyways,
I think it is.
Danny and Deshaun are
Danny, Deshaun, and Nasir are kind of the people that kick, and then probably
they're
Xander.
Well, Nasir wasn't on that. They were really lucky that they got Danny and Deshaun were lucky.
Nasir would be first round draft pick because he is single-handedly.
He is beast mode.
Yeah, he is. Nasir's my number one pick.
But I think that would have been because it wouldn't have been as lopsided.
Yeah, agreed.
Because if unless you have someone stupid going, okay, I'm gonna take my friends,
which no one would do. No,
because again, if you didn't know what the challenge was, maybe not. Okay, we got to push this first. We got to dig this ball up. We got to hope it doesn't roll back and kill us, and then we got to go. We got to push it through there, and we got to do all this different stuff. That was a physical challenge. I would rather had a schoolyard pick.
It's more fair, honestly. It's more fair because then you do rocks to see who is the team captain that gets the pick,
right? And
then from that point, they can alternate picks, and it reduces the chance that one team, the blue team, was stacked physically. Sure, Nasir got kind of opted out, so the randomness took him out of the game.
I mean, when we saw it, who didn't think, okay, as long as they solve the puzzle, there's no way they lose this.
And it wasn't one of those puzzles that it's like one of those crazy puzzles where somebody that was way out of it, like one of those tree puzzles and things where where people usually
tree puzzles are my worst nightmare.
Or where they have a piece fall down and they're going, why won't this fit?
Yeah, exactly. Like one of those puzzles where really it doesn't matter about the physical part. You just have to get there eventually, and it's anybody's game. But this was a slide puzzle. It was a pretty easy,
and it wasn't a difficult. It wasn't one of those 4-level things.
Exactly. Or were the slide pieces?
Or I would just be like, screw it, I quit.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't like the slide pieces were
right. And not for nothing,
weighed a ton. Colleen, go ahead.
Xander got it pretty much, right away. Like, it wasn't that difficult.
No, he knew what it was. I mean,
like, as somebody that actually plays, like, apps and solves, like, puzzles and games and stuff, because I enjoy those kinds of things, like, just for fun. Like, I have these 2 apps that are like slide puzzle-y, like, rearrange the words that I play on airplanes because, they don't need Wi-Fi. So, like, I don't know. I feel like it was one of those things that you could see right away, especially if you know how Survivor works. And everybody on this season is a Survivor fan. There is nobody on this season that is not a fan, that has not watched the game. Like, there are certain spoiler alert, everybody. There's certain times, like in the game, that you're just gonna have the same phrases repeat themselves. Like, you gotta dig deep, or dig woman, or whatever. Like, merge feast.
I think what they should have had.
It's always going to be just those same puzzles, and they're going to like coincide with certain aspects.
What they should have allowed is to make it more interesting. Is the team that was almost finished have someone just come in there and throw all the pieces on the ground? They have to go pick them back up and do it again, because that makes it more interesting.
It's better than letting somebody reverse the goddamn challenge.
Yeah, the show ended on a bitter note for me. I thought overall,
and nobody went home.
Yeah,
what on earth? Like,
I said, this was pretty good. Well, let's go back to some strategy, because I made my name in the beginning was
all the fixins, as Chris pointed out. That's always going to be one. Like, if you're ever going to go on Survivor, you tattoo on your hand like all of the phrases, because guess what? It's gonna come in handy at some point. Because they rotate the same exact one.
I thought it was gonna be
all the time.
I thought for sure it was gonna be "come on in, guys." I thought for sure that was what it was gonna be, but I was wrong as always. But
Jack, you made it funny.
Well, it's the ice. But no, I think that let's get off this rant topic. Let's talk some strategy.
I know.
Let's talk strategy.
Now, Shan, did she do that intentionally?
What?
Or did she just screw up? Because
I think she just screwed up
because
she was so excited.
She's a smart player. Now, could she have been? Okay, you're in my alliance, and I want to go far with you. But I also want to take some of your power away from you. I mean, she's a very...
I thought it was a mistake first take, but now that you're saying it... So what Jack's talking about is Shan basically outing Liana at her advantage, right?
Yeah. Like, in front of Tiffany. She was like, hey, what'd you get?
I think...
And Shan doesn't know Tiffany.
If it was her strategy... There would have been a talking head with her describing that it was her strategy. Since there was no talking head, I assume it wasn't part of her strategy, because so far the edit has been very in Shan's favor, and they have shown us every time she's made a strategic decision. And again, I'm a Shan stan day one. Okay, I'm a Shan stan.
I think
why don't you get a shirt made?
I will get a shirt made. Shan Stan. That's what I will.
Somebody does need to make Shan Stan bumper stickers, shirts, something, anything.
I've already got bumper
avatars.
Stickers. I made one. I just took a sticker and just wrote in Shan Stan on it, and nobody understands what I'm talking about. But I've been a Shan Stan since day one, and so
I have an hourglass one that I made with and put on my bumper and say, "Please hit me." It will change everything. It will restart the world. Restart everything.
Can I make my joke?
Let me finish my thought. If it was her strategy, they would have showed us.
Colleen, I think so too. Can I make my joke that you told me that not to make before?
Sure, please, by all means, because you're gonna get canceled.
Keep it clean.
I know. What?
Keep it clean.
Why would I get canceled for this joke?
I don't know.
So today's October 27th. Yesterday was October 26th, which was Back to the Future Day, and Erica got to go back to the future. Funny.
You should.
Are you muting me right now? Come on, it's kind of
funny. I like this ice, Colleen. Anyway,
thank you.
Wait, hold on. This was the audience's response. Just looking at timestamps.
You know, it's a good thing that I can talk through any crickets, any silence. I don't care.
But if I was Leanne, I'd be ticked.
I know.
Because you really screwed me up. And I would be like, I would be like, come on, you're smarter than that. She has like 3.
Oh, absolutely. I'd be way more ticked.
Shan has like 3 advantages. I think she was more ticked. Again, if it was strategy, hats off to Shan. If it was not,
I don't think it was.
That was a terrible move for someone you want in your alliance. Because I'm thinking down the line, I go, if she can't keep her mouth shut about that, because now Tiffany is smart. Tiffany's actually a smart player going, well, she should have told me that. I mean, let's be honest. It
does put a target on Lana's back, and that was a dumb move. I agree. This was not a great episode for Shan because you had that, and then you had the weird tiff between her and
Ricard in the beginning. Ricard. Like the first 8 minutes of the show.
He's not managing that relationship well.
Right, and so the first 8 minutes of the show was Ricard and Shan just arguing about the advantage and whatnot, and it's clear that there were talks that happened that we didn't see on screen originally before now, that they were going to share all of this stuff.
Well, he said it happened 5 minutes before they went to trial.
Right.
I'm like going, I think Shan has some issues.
I don't know if she has issues.
We saw it with what's his name? Is it DJ? I can't remember his name.
JD.
She has some. I don't say trust issues, and maybe you can see because of her back, her mom not being there for her. I get it, but I think she was pressing too hard with Ricard, especially going into a merge when you only have 2 people. They're the only guy you can count on. I think he was pushing too hard.
Agreed.
Right, and I think that I see her side.
And he was pissy.
Right, and he was pissy. So, I see it from both sides. I don't think
he helped out.
I think that both of them didn't come off great, but also at the same time, I think both of them had points. From Shan's point of view, sure, you were a part of this, but I did the work to get it. So,
But he did a lot of work. He did a lot of work himself.
And then from his point of view, he was just you have 3 3 advantages from based on what we came up with together. So at some point, were you planning on splitting the wealth here?
If I'm Shan and he did help me secure that advantage, you not just give it to him.
And I think that if Shan had not gone to that island with Liana, I think that she would have given it to him. But I think Shan saw the chance to have a bigger and better and multi-person alliance and to make history. I think Shan is smart enough to know all those things that she, essentially
but the problem is
she went back and she was like, I have a better option. So you're my friend, but
she needs it. Well, I don't think it even comes down to friend. If she can get, because it looks like it's going to work her way, because I don't see any way. Is it Emily? Erica. I don't see any way she doesn't break the.
Wait, there's an Erica on this show?
Yeah. I don't see any way she doesn't go back and change time.
Yeah,
but
it'd be
which would hurt Ricard, because if I'm Ricard, I don't trust Shan anymore. And I say, all right, you want to vote someone off? She has this, and she has this. Yeah. And she will stab you in the back. And I would lay it on thick. So this move may have saved Shan, because I would definitely have thrown, if I'm Ricard, I throw Shan under the bus without even thinking about it.
Yeah. So,
but that's what I'm saying is sometimes when you're going into a merge, and I go, okay, I got 2 advantages. Sure, I'd like to have the 3rd one, but I need to keep this person happy. Now I could say, I could stab him in the back before he stabs me in the back. But to me, she was just putting a target on her back for someone who's, I think, just as clever, or maybe
wait. Who's putting a target on whose back for someone just as clever?
Her being so pissy about the 3rd one, give it back to me. If you want to give it back to me.
Okay, so Shan is just putting a target on her own back.
Yeah, when you're going into a merge.
Yep.
You only have 2 of you.
Well, I think
There's
a
only 2 of
large
your
part.
tribe left.
You don't want to rustle feathers before a merge.
No, you don't.
Which
Jack.
didn't Jeff Probst drop
He said ruffle feathers.
Ruffle.
I was listening very closely.
I was too. But every time he says it, he wants to say Russell Feathers.
Absolutely.
Russell Feathers.
Totally.
Everyone wants
because that's copyrightable, right? Russell Feathers.
But anyway,
So-
I just she's got some really good qualities, but she has some
Right. So here's the thing.
She does have some. She's got some weaknesses.
Oh, of course.
So with Shan, it's gonna really depend on the whatever tribe that has the 6 going in, the blue tribe.
There's no way she doesn't have it next week. There's no reason for Erica not. I mean, again, unless she's just the worst player, it would be it'd be almost like the ice cream guy giving the idol away. When he had and then getting voted off. I think because she's going to get voted off.
Absolutely.
She has to know. She even said she was smart enough to know I'm on the bottom. Obviously, they made some, try to make me feel better.
So wait. So then there's 4 people from. So the tribe that would be not have immunity would be. I did not write it down, but it would be Ricard, Danny, Deshaun. Who else? Who's the other people?
Heather.
Nasir. No, Heather's on the tribe that would be immune.
Oh, that's right.
Currently not.
She was pulling her weight on the other one.
Sydney is on the winning tribe, or no? No, she was on the.
No, Sydney was on
the winning tribe.
She was on the winning tribe because she was saying
it's
how
Sydney
beautiful she was.
Evie as the females on that tribe, and then it's Nasir, Danny, Deshaun, and Ricard.
Right? Okay. Which, by the way, I thought Jack was going to lead with "Don't call her Evie" because her name is Evie. Which
I did write that down.
I knew you were going to.
I did write that down. But I figured, how many people watch Lost and listen to us?
Not many.
Literally everyone.
You're probably right.
To us talk about things.
Yeah, Eric, Randy points out it's Eric. I don't always forget Eric. I just remember Ice Cream Kid.
Nice cream guy. All right. Anyway, any other thoughts about this episode before we pick our player of the game and goat of the game?
I like that. Xander was talking in his ear about.
Yep. I like that.
Honestly,
also, you got my back. I go. Wait, I just met you. I got your back. Sure.
I love that, and I love the person of color group as well. Like there's a lot I love there, but the fact that at the very end of the episode you're like, psych.
I don't like that part.
Of course not.
Nobody does. There's no. I mean, I don't know what Twitter's saying, but they can't be happy about it.
Yeah, well,
you are Twitter experts. What's Twitter saying?
Honestly, I had to shut off Twitter because I got very confused trying to follow the merge situation where I was like, okay, I can't diverge my attention. But spoiler alert, Twitter literally hates everything. So I'm just going to, I used
to have a Twitter account that I followed a lot of people that watch Survivor. Now I might have another Twitter account, allegedly, where a lot of people don't talk about Survivor. So anyway, that being banned for life has screwed me over a lot in a lot of different ways. So
has it though? I feel like you might win. Honest, you get to start fresh.
I guess, but it's like why start over? Jeez. Anyway,
I know. It's hard to start over when you're at a certain age.
It's almost like Twitter said, "Here's a hourglass." And they didn't give me a choice. They just smashed it in front of me. Nope, you're out of here.
Honestly, if Erica chooses to reverse time, I think that she has single-handedly saved herself and Xander because
yes,
like Liana can't use her whatever. Like so there are some I don't like it, but there are some fun possibilities of what could happen.
If Liana knows that Nazir has something, why not just leave Xander alone, who thinks he's working with you anyway?
Right.
And go after Nazir, who you've had no interaction with at all. Go take it from him.
Yeah.
Right? He's on the strongest tribe, right? He's got probably that group, and he even said, he goes, let's stay 6 strong until we need to not be. But why take Xander's advantage away when you could take Nazir's advantage? She knows he has it. Someone told her, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think.
Well, she figured it out at the.
Well, no, everybody knows because
that's right, because it's
the
worst.
scribe says,
it's the worst idol ever.
And that's the point of this stupid idol. It's the stupidest idol of all idols.
Because Nazir's like going, I have this, I have this, I have this, I have this. No, you don't really have anything.
I don't know. I don't foresee people like Xander or Erica or even Liana making it to the end, which it was kind of funny when Xander was like, we're the red buffers. And I was like, that's kind of funny, actually.
I like that a lot.
That was almost my name also. But
Xander,
I think Leanne is pretty good. I think she's a good player. I think she just got caught on a crappy tribe that couldn't win.
Yeah.
And that one tribe was just so dominant.
Well, I gotta share because we brought up Twitter before, Survivor Twitter.
Oh,
and I love Rob Cesarnino's tweet here. Let me see if I can zoom it in here. Oh wait,
what is it?
Hold on.
Did you just search the hashtag here?
Here we go.
Rob
Cesarino, friend of the channel. I'm as confused as a goat on AstroTurf.
I think they went to Panic Point based on their Instagram. I think they went to Panic Point this weekend, which was
jeez.
I was just on Instagram, which is what our group was. Elena can attest was considering doing when we were here for the meetup.
I don't know what Panic Point.
Panic Point is like this Halloween scare kind of thing in Youngsville, which is where Hill Ridge Farm is.
Oh, okay.
Fans, is telling me it's coming up. Anyways,
oh goodness. Okay. Yes.
Anyway.
I saw the game at home, game within the game thing, but I have not looked at it too properly.
Oh, come on, Colleen. Every time I figured it out, I got it.
Randy just mentioned Rob and Sandra. What if Rob and Sandra were on this and Jeff came at the end? I think they would toast it. I think they would. I mean,
roast it, not even toast it. It'd be roasted.
But I of course, so Rob still makes a lot of money from Survivor because he gets.
Dude, okay, Rob. Jay is gone. I'm not sure why, but in the meantime,
he got voted out.
He did. So I don't know if you noticed, but like Boston Rob does those stupid clearly he recorded something from FaceTime on his phone where he's like what's the thing
exactly
tough as nails.
Come on, go to you have an iPhone, just go to landscape mode,
right?
Portrait.
But I'm Boston Rob.
Look at the tough as nails. It looks good.
That's where I go, where have I seen him?
But listen,
he does a tough as nail commercial.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, literally somebody must have paid him $15,000 to just FaceTime himself doing a 10-second thing.
Whatever they paid him, and they accepted a portrait selfie style video from his iPhone, and you made $15,000. Wouldn't each and every single one of the squares in this video right now take CBS up on that offer?
Oh, I would, because I'd probably do the same thing he did without trying.
I mean,
what do I know?
It is easy money, so why wouldn't you do it?
Easy money.
Exactly.
No, I have no problem with people making money. I'm pro money, but I just they.
I'm pro money.
But I'm pro money. I don't know if I'm pro big money. I feel like big money should maybe pay their fair share in taxes, so the rest of the people that work for them and make them all rich could society would benefit from it, like children and education.
Can we have an hourglass and go back in time 1 minute?
Let's do that
because now my ice cube is not so big.
It isn't.
It's melted.
Yeah.
The game was really good. I can't take credit, but my watch buddy figured it out in a second.
Oh my god. Elena texted me a picture of us on her big screen outside. I will share it with you both in a text.
I'm uncomfortable now. So I just want you to know that, Elena.
Don't be uncomfortable. It's pretty freaking awesome.
Player of the game. Colleen, you're up first. Who do you think the player of the game was?
It's kind of difficult to decide that because they actually didn't finish the game.
They didn't. But of
Like,
what we saw,
which actually kind of makes me wonder, like, just real quick. So Jeff said pretty early on, like, this is going to be a 2-part episode. And we were all like, oh my God, are we in this for 2 hours? Like, I didn't.
I looked too. I said, oh,
I was worried.
On.
I know. Jay was like, is this 2 hours? And I was like, touch the thing on the Apple TV and see if it's 120 minutes. It was not.
Sweet. It's not 2 hours.
You
know, in the early days, can I have a 3-hour episode? Can I have a 4-hour episode? Now it'd be like, can I get 20 minutes?
I know, right? No.
Less Jeff.
Oh, come on now. He's a national treasure.
I love him.
His hair is a little too stringy.
No, I have to say, I appreciate him going naturally gray. Clearly, you know, he was like, leave my hair alone, effects department, but make sure that you blew my eyes up as much as possible so people are distracted from my hair. But good on you,
my
Jeff.
dimples still.
Pretty nice dimples. I mean, Jeff Probst isn't an unattractive man.
No, he's a good-looking guy, but he's
Jeff's attractive.
But anyway.
All right, player of the game, Colleen, you're first.
It's kind of tough because honestly, I
don't know. Go first. Give you more time since you can't think of.
I'll go first.
All right, Jack. Go.
And it's going to be controversial. I'm going to go with Tiffany.
Shut up. Get out of here with Tiffany. Really?
She got knowledge and she got some power from that. Shan gave her some power and some knowledge. And
because we did see that cutaway scene, but we never got anything on it where she was talking to Sydney. And we all know Sydney has a big freaking mouth. She was talking to Sydney, though, and she was like, and she didn't tell you about it? So I think that she is trying to align herself with Sydney, trying to attach herself to that group of 6 to be,
I think,
at the very least, there's 7/6.
Shan really helped Tiffany out today. So I thought Shan was her worst.
I would agree. It was her worst performance for sure.
When you can't be making mistakes.
Okay, I it's one mistake.
Hey, look, I know you got the bumper sticker and everything, but let's be honest. It was a huge. The only thing that's going to save her is the hourglass. She could be going. She may have been going home. Shan.
She's not going home.
No, not now because she's going to be part of the immunity part.
No, I'm just saying even if the thing stayed the way it was, I don't think she's going home.
Because Ricard would have said, "Hey, she's got 3 different things. She doesn't share." I guarantee that's what would happen.
I disagree. But I do agree with is our friend of the show, one of my favorite Jay and Jack listeners.
Are you going to share tweets again?
Is Elena's.
Oh, Elena!
And I will say there are some very attractive people on your backyard inflate screen right now, Elena.
Man, we should have had the podcast weekend at your house. That's awesome.
You might be scaring the neighbors, though.
If you notice, it's not facing out. Like I guess that's her fence. It's not facing out towards it's facing towards her house. So really,
that's right. We've only ever been to Elena's house in the winter, so we did not go outside.
But I've seen her outside. I scoped the joint when I was there, FYI. Just so you know, I looked at all the exit routes just in case of an emergency.
Oh, Jay's school got shot up, so he
wow, way to go dark. I wasn't going that dark with it, but anyway.
He goes to escape routes. Like that's his natural thing. I just want her to not call the cops on you is what I'm getting at.
To be fair, I do that too. I always go, all right, which way would I go?
Jack says Lindsay's his player of the game. Who do you
Lindsay
player of the game?
Lindsay.
Lindsay is your player of the game?
Who the hell's Lindsay?
Who's Lindsay?
What's the girl's name? The lady's name?
Tiffany.
Thank you. Tiffany, Lindsay.
You literally just went to the most Long Island name you can think of because Lindsay Lohan is from Long Island.
Lindsay, Tiffany, like they're all the same from Long Island. Colleen, your turn.
What's the chat think of Tiffany?
Yeah, what does the chat think of Tiffany? I would love to hear that.
Colleen, you've had enough time. Just make it.
Okay, my player of the game is I'm gonna go with Deshaun and Danny because they're a team, and I think that they have set themselves up to make it really, really far.
Well,
Okay.
what happens if she breaks the hourglass? That they're everything they did. Everything they did was useless tonight.
If she breaks the hourglass, then it's probably Ricard going home. Because he's the outsider, right?
Ricard, Arkin, I think.
It depends
or Evie?
Depends if Ricard wins individual immunity.
Right. But if he doesn't, like Danny and Deshaun are a team.
Oh, they'll definitely stick together. But
right. But then it's Evie or Ricard who are in danger.
They keep making a point of Danny saying how much he fears the women because the women keep voting the men off. He said it more than.
So then Evie's in danger.
I would say no. I would say
don't call her Evie.
I would say
because they would vote.
Now remember
off
that the
woman.
people, even the people that aren't doing the challenge get to vote next week.
Oh, that's right. They do get a vote.
So
I didn't consider that.
I think one of
so then Nasir.
You're gonna have one of the strong. You're gonna either have Danny, Nazir, or.
But they are part of a strong
Deshaun,
6 tribe.
They are, but
Danny and Nasir are part of a strong 6 tribe minus Erica, so a strong 5, and they brought in Liana and Shan, so they've got the numbers. I feel like,
or did they?
No, I think that they did. So I feel like they are in great shape. Ricard might be protected because of Shan, but he might not be protected. So then it'd be Evie and
I think it's either Ricard
or Evie
or Danny, depending on who wins individual immunity.
All right, there's your picks for best.
Who was your best
goat of the game?
Wait, who was your best?
Oh,
yeah.
My best.
Yeah.
You made me think of all that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Evie.
Really? Why?
Why?
I don't know. Just gotta pick somebody. Jack, who's your pick for goat of the game? Lowercase goat.
The production team of Survivor.
Dude, we got to see the production team. Jeff did that like talking head like 10 seconds before they walked in. Like that was pretty great.
Yeah, I think that they really blew it. I mean, I can't blame the players.
I love that. I love that, Jack. Colleen, your goat of the game.
Well, as of right now, Erica, because we haven't seen what happens.
Yeah.
Or I would even go as far to say as like Nasir. Because I think
this is where you just take to the end because they're irrelevant to the game. You think Nasir is irrelevant to the game?
I think that we see him and like him, but they said in the confessional to the rock, paper, scissors that the only reason that they kept him, they said last week that they didn't want to work with him. And then this week we heard they only kept him because they wanted a male around. They wanted the men's numbers to be strong. So I am going to say that Nasir is the goat of the game.
Boo.
They telegraphed it for us. Like they can't be any more obvious.
I can't agree with that. Sorry. He likes the colors of the buff.
I am giving a hard boo.
Well, I give myself a hard boo, but again, I'm going by the confessional.
Not the good kind of boo, not the you're my boo because I love you. No, I'm giving you BOOO.
My ice is
I am both, right? Yeah. But I am both. Okay.
And it's
like regular size ice.
Been removed from the game. Mine is also Erica because and the fact that she's given this power to flip the game. Sorry, Erica, you're boring. The boot.
And she's from Canada.
And Canadians are usually really funny and kind. It's the most boring Canadian ever.
No, I think she shows some personality. Again, Nasir, they literally telegraphed to us they only kept him around because he was a man and they wanted to keep the men's numbers strong.
Well, she's good at keeping. I mean, give her credit. She did start the fire.
Listen, we didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. That's what the great William Joel told me.
It was Ryan started the fire.
And I will say,
Ryan did also start the fire.
just again, looking good in Elena's backyard.
You look good. I don't look that great.
What am I look like I'm having a stroke.
No. I will say though, Colleen, you had to raise the chair a little bit because you're like shorter than us in the video, and you just need to learn about framing. That's all I gotta say.
I don't care.
Anyway, all right. Any listener feedback, Colleen?
Oh, we got a ton of listener feedback.
Well, you don't have time for it, so pick your favorites.
No, no. You know,
I don't have time for Colleen to meander reading something, so you got to be fast, got to be quick, something snap.
I saw that Astros were winning the World Series.
None of this lovers lament crap. I need quick.
All right, so Shandy says, for the record, I am hashtag Team Colleen about the three-way idol this season. I think it's been silly and fun, and I like having risk with the idol. I don't know that they can do it for any more seasons because now the secret is out, but it's been funny as a one-off. Plus, unless I'm misremembering, Xander's tribe only found out that he had the idol when they went through his stuff, so it wasn't a dead giveaway after all. And he
did tell some people.
Yeah, but they all got voted out, I think.
No, he told Shan, didn't? No.
Everyone has told Shan everything.
That's true.
Also, the truth and power thing is pretty fun too. I think that even if you know who has the idol, you still have to be careful about how/when you steal it, because that person will obviously know that you'll have it and be pissed, multiple eyes, pissed. Yeah, that was Shandy's feedback about me being right about the idol.
Here's my question though: could you read it any slower?
I think I read it quite nicely.
I'll be. Can I just put some input? She lost me when she said you were right.
Yeah, I agree. All right, moving
but
on.
I was right about the ice cube.
Oh, so you're spot on about the ice.
Broken clock twice a day.
You're player of the game with the ice. It does make the drink so much more.
All right, what other emails?
Lowercase icy.
Colleen, you
not
got
the uppercase.
2 minutes. You got 2 minutes for whatever other content you want to share. Go.
I'm good. Mark says, "Hi, Jay, Jack, and Colleen. I never thought I'd say this." Mark.
Okay.
Don't pause her. God, she'll take 10 minutes.
I didn't hear the name.
I was gonna start to sing the Rent thing,
exactly.
but I don't.
See, she'll just
Mark. But I won't. Okay. Hi, Jay, Jack, and Colleen. I never thought I'd say this, but I completely agree with Colleen. Snaps.
Okay.
Snaps.
No more you being in charge of listener feedback.
So this random Mark guy who's it could. You're making these emails up.
Regarding the 3 idols this season.
Even more so, I know this is you.
There's no way 3 people in America agree with this.
No.
So far 2, but the night's still early.
No, you, Shandy, and Mark.
Exactly. But there's 3 of you.
I can do the math.
Jay and Jack keep saying that it's not too much of an advantage because everyone knows you have an idol. However, it did say beware, which is my Halloween voice because Halloween is coming up. Beware. So they know it came with a risk. Maybe in future seasons, people in good shape will not open it.
The risk was you didn't have a vote.
And
sorry, Mark, but I hate
to say if you end up getting the idol, everyone knows you have it.
I like the idea that the idol can be stolen. Maybe in the future, people will be less likely to tell.
Here, take it. I don't have a vote. You got to sit there.
But I will say, like, those people accepted that idol, like Shan, knowing that they might lose their vote, and they were still like, worth it.
Because Shan at that point had nothing to lose.
All right.
She also said, agree, Shan will be back if they do.
She also
I'm sorry,
said, it was Mark.
It is Mark. I'm sorry. He also said that Shan will be back if they do a Legends season.
Can we just say Mark is the GOAT email?
Mark is...
GOAT, because he agrees with me.
Mark, aka Colleen. You know, she always said if I was a boy, my name would be.
That's actually why I said she, because I was thinking about myself. Sorry.
So Shandy and Mark are the goats of the emails.
Yeah, agreed. What's our next email, Colleen?
The next email is from your BFF, Ryan Diaz. Would you like me to just skip it?
Ryan.
I don't want to hate. I don't want to dislike Ryan. Okay. Hopefully
No, I know Ryan. I've known him for
I'm saying I've known him for as long as you have.
30 years.
I've known him
Ryan for 30
I've
years.
known him just as long.
And I know he was.
Actually, I was going to say you're 37, but you're 36. So yeah, you have known him for 30 years.
36?
I'm 36. Wow. Colleen's 37.
This is true.
I don't like talking about it, but yes, Ryan, one of my dearest friends, my oldest friend that I'm still friends with.
Shoulders. You broke his collarbone.
BFFs for
all right. So Ryan's
1990, 1991, somewhere around there. Anyways, go get Colleen.
Ryan says regarding the strategist
with Colleen when she does emails is it takes forever.
Yeah, I think people lose. I think people
interrupting me. How about that?
I think people lose their excitement over the emails because it just takes so long.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Stop.
Maybe people like the emails.
Wait, I'd love to hear from Ryan again. My BFF.
I've known Ryan forever, so yeah, I agree with you. I'd like to hear his email.
Ryan says, "Hey friends, parentheses, and Jack, end parentheses. Late to the party because I'm on the West Coast."
I went to Vegas with Ryan. I guess I'm not friends. Okay,
that's true. I feel like there's a kinship of going to Vegas.
I think that's pretty hurtful.
Well, you know what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, so I guess your friendship stayed in Vegas.
Well, maybe because he used to have those things in his ears, and I made a comment saying, "I don't know why people put those things in their ears," but okay, go ahead.
Very common. And Ryan's a handsome man. I want to hear nobody question.
I'm not questioning that. It just seems like it'd be painful to the ears. But
lovely wife, just a fantastic person and family.
Oh, he's a.
I will hear no negativity.
I saw him at my final time at Qualcomm. Took pictures with him and his mom.
Yeah,
at the game.
Also a lovely woman.
Mariana Diaz is a saint. I don't want to hear nothing otherwise.
Oh, hey, Janet. Janet's in the chat. All right.
Go San Diego State.
Let me talk. I was originally on the side.
Talking? Jesus.
Okay, Ryan, that was a great email. We're just gonna move on.
Ryan would have bought more than one hot dog.
He really would have.
He would have. He would have.
Well, I actually went to a baseball game with Ryan about 2 months ago, and I think he did buy more than one hot dog. Anyway, all right.
They were so disappointed when the Chargers moved. I don't blame them.
Yeah. Okay, focus. Okay. Stare at your ice cube. Stare at it.
It's gone.
This email has gone on so long.
This email took so long. It went from the Titanic.
All right, I'm sorry, Ryan. They don't want to read your email.
Well, I would love to hear from Ryan.
Let me read it.
All I'm hearing is you stammering.
That was the thing. The big ice cubes could take down the Titanic. This ice cube now couldn't take down a dinghy or whatever it is. Those aren't two buoys.
Oh my God, Colleen, read the email.
A rowboat.
No,
it's an ice cube. Turn to your right.
I was originally on the side of the three-way immunity idol being lame and essentially useless. But I thought of something last week for the strategist or the loyalist when UA was discussing was discussing bluffing at the immunity challenge.
So UA is one of the tribes.
Oh, UA!
UA, everybody.
Oh, that's right.
Are you watching the show, Colleen? Why are you on this program?
I knew what it was.
All right. Anyway, discussing the bluffing at the immunity challenge. So in a scenario where they knew of the immunity idol, but hypothetically chose not to open it and accept the conditions, then they could just say the phrase to try it and see if anybody on Luvu had it, because they already knew about Xander on Yasa. Would it not be an interesting move to make Nasir, whoever, and Xander think that they had an immunity idol and try to beat them at the challenge, and then see if they try to use it only to not have it work? And as I'm writing this, I assume they would find out at Tribal because they wouldn't have their vote, right? But they would have thought that they had their safety net up until the point where they went to vote. So it could be an interesting gameplay. Thoughts, Ryan?
I'm confused.
I think, okay, so Ryan, I think personally,
this is like a Jeff Probst email.
I think personally that they would not be allowed to say the phrase unless they had it. Right. Like when you say the phrase, you're officially accepting the responsibility of this stupid beware advantage.
Now that would have made it more interesting.
Yeah, she called it the stupid beware advantage.
Yeah. Now, to be honest with you, Ryan's approach would have made the idol more interesting.
Agreed.
And I'm not just saying that because I've known him since he was like 8, 7, 6, whatever he was.
6, first grade.
But that's my personal thoughts are, if you're going to accept the terms of saying the phrase, you have to accept the weight of the advantage.
I hope they never bring that idol back. I hope it's a pandemic idol.
Yeah, but it'd be really funny if there was a Tony-like player that just started saying random crap at tribal at immunity challenges, just to throw people off.
I think they've already filmed. I already think they've already filmed the next one, right?
I think so. Yeah.
That would be nice if I said, grapes and lemon. But
but
who says that to put why would you put a target on your back though?
Grapes in the sun turn into raisins.
Oh my God.
If anybody out there listening right now is on Survivor next season, I triple dog dare you to say grapes in the sun turn into raisins.
We forgot to mention how Xander kept saying, savor the rice. Savor it. Savor, like every bite. Let's take turns.
Hold on to it.
Savor it. I just had a mouthful of rice. Savor it.
Okay. Any other emails, Colleen? Ryan?
Yeah, one more from Victoria. Victoria!
Yeah.
Victoria says,
you have the answers.
Boo. A lot of O's in that boo. Side note, hi everyone. It's been so long since I've written an email. I've missed you guys so much. We missed you too. Oh my God. This episode. What?
I forgot all about her till you said Victoria.
Okay. That's probably not a great strategy.
Going some long diatribe. Just let her read the email.
I'm just teasing.
I know you're just teasing because you just said Victoria, indicating that you remembered her. I think I just hit something. Can you still hear me?
You can hear you. Please finish this email.
I just got the mute button on my computer. Okay.
Like every moment I do a podcast with Colleen, I remember why I retired from podcasting.
Well, to be fair, you have been interrupting her.
I'm bored. I'm going to fall asleep if I don't. Go ahead, Colleen.
I was reading an email from your best friend.
Listen, Ryan's one of my best friends.
Then why didn't you let me read his email? Victoria says
you have taken Ryan's words and you.
This ice cube is just like nothing now.
Seriously, all right.
That's how long this emails have taken.
This episode was whack for me. Maybe it was. Maybe it was the constant repeating of everything that annoyed me. But geez, it was like watching a recap. Thanks, Survivor, for confirming that 1, they hate Xander. 2, the men feel threatened by the women. 3, they hate Erica. 4, who the hell is Heather? Is that the lady that couldn't toss the ball last week? 5.
She's spot on.
Oh, just wait. 5, Tiffany is weird. 6, Tiffany is weird. 7, Tiffany is weird. I love how they did the diversity togetherness as a mixed person of color. I love Big Brother this season. Hopefully they can pull this off. But I forgot to mention that Tiffany is weird. See you guys next week. And boo. you, lots of O's.
I've missed
Survivor
you,
for that stupid add-on advantage and
Here's
leaving
my
us on a
question, Jack.
cliffhanger.
Just, like, kick Colleen out of this and bring in Victoria as our
I think Victoria would be spot on.
I agree.
Just saying. Maybe
I'm sorry, Colleen.
Maybe we could have. Well, maybe we could have her as a guest host.
Well, you know what? I would be very down with having her as a guest host. And if you kicked me off, I would literally show up next Wednesday with the hourglass that's upstairs and I would smash it on live podcast.
That's such an Erica move, and it's so fitting for you, Colleen.
I know. I don't deny that.
It's like 100 degrees in my room right now. I'm like dripping in sweat.
I think it's the booze and the ice cube.
No,
I think it's
the ice cube is gone. That's the problem.
I think it's the ice cube being gone. All right. Boo to the super add-on advantage, leave us on a cliffhanger that wasn't even explosive enough to give me for me to give a damn. All right. That is what she said.
I think Victoria, she gets the email of the day.
Of the week?
Yeah, I agree.
Elena in the chat said, hilarious.
No, she said, OMG, Victoria, hilarious. Why?
Victoria, she had the best email.
Okay.
Victoria.
Anything else, Colleen?
No.
Thank Jesus. All right, here we go.
Oh my God. I love when listeners interact with us.
No, I agree as well. I just hate when you read them. So
then why don't you start to read them?
I need to, because geez, it takes forever.
All right,
you should read them.
Pounds.
SurvivorJJC@gmail.com.
Yeah, please keep emailing in. I'm just sorry that Colleen does such a bad job reading them. All right, for tallying the votes, nobody got voted off.
Colleen's good at
I know, right? This feels mean, and I don't like it.
Sorry.
And I am 100% going to smash an hourglass on the show next week.
Week 6, nobody went home. So do we pick again for week 7? This is my question to the.
Who did I pick?
So Jack, you picked Xander. Colleen picked Erica.
No, I want to switch because we know that that's not going to happen.
Right?
Yeah, I think that we should be able to repick. Just nobody gets any points because we have different information.
I think that's fair.
Unless Erica screws. I mean, isn't it? Unless Erica just does something stupid.
Yeah.
She is Erica. All right.
Maybe she takes the sledgehammer back and hits herself in the head, knocks herself out. And then
Erica, no. They said she's a smart player.
And then she has to be medevac blah 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 out.
Jack, you have the pick then. Who do you think's going?
I'm gonna take. I think it's gonna be switched up, and I think it's gonna be one of the guys. One of the guys is going home, and I think it's gonna be Danny. I hate to say it.
Danny boy.
He doesn't deserve to go home, but I think he gets screwed because his edit. They keep saying as Victoria pointed out, he keeps pointing out that the women keep trying to vote us off. The women keep trying to vote us off.
Listen,
he even said to Evie that you're trying to vote us all off. He goes, "No, we're not."
I don't know. I really dug the Person of Color Alliance, and I really want them to succeed. That's my fan fiction, and I hope you're wrong, Jack.
Well, I'm usually not.
Colleen, who do you think's going home?
So I'm torn because I think that there's a very good chance that it will be Ricard or Evie. Sorry, don't call her Evie. If Erica smashes the glass, and again, she knows she's on the bottom. So why on earth would you not take advantage of that to smash the glass? Like you're dumb. You're dumb. If you don't do that.
Should she put something over the glass so she doesn't get the glass in her eye? When she smashes it, I mean that could be bad too.
That's a very technical question.
Just throwing it out there.
Maybe it's just this like symbolism. Symbolism. Thank you. Symbolism.
The symbolism of the things.
Symbolism.
Because the balls can be bubble.
And I know Colleen's dry right now because she's going dry this week. So.
I'm going dry this week because.
All right. Anyway, okay. Focus, everybody. So
that was the Godfather.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I refuse.
My love is gonna refuse.
All right, I'm gonna go with Evie.
Evie. There's no way a female's voted off next week. No way.
Also, there's nothing to say she is going home, but okay.
Wait. I'm sorry. Is Evie on the tribe that is currently?
Yes, she's on the tribe that has the.
Okay, then wait. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm sorry.
No.
If
No, then she's not going to. Then I meant Tiffany because I was
You
thinking.
think Erica's not flipping it?
No, I think Erica's gonna flip it.
Evie is safe. Evie right now is safe.
I think it's gonna be Tiffany because I think Tiffany. Wait, Evie is safe.
Evie is.
Yes. Okay, so I was right. I was right in my thoughts.
Tiffany would be safe.
Yeah, Tiffany would be safe. Then if it goes to the current 6 people that are safe and she flips it, I think that it's going to be Evie.
Cool. I'm gonna say Ricard.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want Ricard. Ricard.
You spelled Richard, not Ricard.
Ricard is a great player.
There we go. Is that better? Did I do it right?
Yeah.
Ricard could be maybe the best player in the game right now.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think
Shan
he is.
Who?
I think Shan's a little overrated.
No, I think Shan is the best player in the game, but I think that we have seen
a little bit, maybe.
way too much of the Ricard and Shan
drama.
Yeah, like they're split, that they're either going to go to the final 2 together and they're going to have to rehash, this whole thing in final 2.
We had no pieces and picks. And
wow, you're just cutting me off. That feels kind of mean.
Oh, just get your point.
It's kind of sexist, Jay.
I literally just did. I think that either that because we're seeing so much of their fight that either they're going to take each other out early on in the merge or they're going to go to the final 2 together.
I don't think I would hate for either one to go home right now. So.
I know they're very entertaining.
They're the 2 best players. There, I said it. But I think Shan lost some cred points today.
I think that showing Tiffany's freak out shows that Tiffany is probably going to go home earlier than Shan does because Shan has more alliance.
All right, well, our picks, Davey, Evie, Ricard. We'll see how it goes next week on Survivor. All right, that'll do it for this episode of Survivor with Jay, Jack, and Colleen. Join us live when we shoot these on YouTube on the Jay and Jack channel. I usually post links also in our Facebook group at facebook.com/groups@JayandJackGroup, or you can see it live in Elena's backyard in the north. I won't give the specifics, but if you text me, I'll give you her address. And
we're at the 35th degree north latitude and 79th degree.
Just do Google Maps. You can probably see that screen.
It's true. It's such a large screen. You probably see it from space.
Yeah, you can probably just Google Maps and
look for my head. It's really large. You'll see it on that screen.
Well, it scares me.
It's true story.
It scares me.
Also, I've been posting the link. I've been posting the link on Twitter, your Twitter, the Jay and Jack Twitter.
I posted on my Twitter, but only 20 people would see it. Because, I was banned.
I want to thank everybody for joining us live in our YouTube chat, as well as everybody at home listening to this on
where was Sherry?
Device that you use. And we want to thank all of our patrons, especially Tack from Tokyo, Eckhart Richter, Maggie the Magnificent, and Joanne with the Plan. Is that the list? Did I miss anyone?
No, Ed the creepy letter carrier.
Ed the creepy mailman.
The creepy mailman.
I don't say mailman anymore. It's letter carrier.
Well, on the Survivor JSC bonus episode that Zachary and I did, he also questions me for the last, 90 seconds of the show. He's like, well, why is he creepy? And I was like, I don't know. It's just what we say. He's like, well, what does a mailman do to make him creepy? And he was just it was like Q&A for a good minute.
He does have some cool socks at Christmas time.
He does have cool socks.
And you
all right, well, that'll do it for this episode. We will see you all next week.
We got the music, Jack.
And definitely check out the special episodes Colleen does with our son, Zachary, and Jack's grandson, Zachary. Every week, she just posted one right before we did this show. So until next time, hasta luego. And goodbye.
Peace out.